Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Magic and Miracles, where you learn how to be the magician of your life. My name is Anna, and I'm your manifestation coach. All the information from me is below. If you want to get coaching by me, please email me and put yourself on a waiting list. A waiting list means that I am not available to take you on as a client right this moment in time, but I will be at some point. It varies. Things change every single day. It could be 3 weeks, 4 weeks, maybe a month, something like that. Okay, but put yourself on the waiting list and then connect to me and tell me your story. Let's discuss. Okay, the other thing I want to say, right? If you have an emergency of some kind, which is like psychologically pressing, I am not the answer for you. I do not have a psychology degree. I am a coach. So if you're emailing me and you're putting pressure on me with issues that you should be addressing in a therapy session, I can't help you. I'm here to help you achieve your manifestational goals. And yes, I go through beliefs extensively in my coaching. That's a large part of my work. However, I want to say that if you're going to email me and put pressure on me, that's not the work I do. I don't do this kind of work. I do work that requires time. My coaching is primarily based on audios and emails, mostly audios, because that's the way I designed this coaching in the first place, where you record an audio, you tell me about yourself, tell me about your formative years, childhood, blah blah blah, and then we go through this. And I understand the landscape of your life, the landscape of your upbringing, what kinds of situations went into your blueprint. And this takes time. It's a very meticulous process. And so if you are in the mode of emergency or panic, I can't help you. Don't put this pressure on me, please. This is not this kind of coaching. Okay, if you're in an emergency mode, call 911 or something, wherever you are in the world. Call the ambulance if you're in an emergency mode. Seriously though, let's stop these situations, please. I take my time. I take my work very seriously. I can't handle this pressure. I have very many clients. I have other work that I do creatively. Don't do this to me. It's just not going to happen. If you want to book a session with me to explore your concerns or whatever it is you need to explore, please don't use my website. Please use Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. That's the last resort. Or Zelle, which is connected to my bank account directly. But again, this is a work that I gave you this analogy in one of my audios/videos already. I do Rolls-Royce type of service. So if it's taking me an extra time, it's because I take my work seriously. I am not an emergency number. Okay, please understand where I'm coming from. This work is very meticulous. If you want to get the most out of me, you have to be a little bit chilled out. Once in a while, I'll make an exception. I'll call my client. I'll text them, here's your audio, blah, blah, blah. But other than that, please, have mercy. I'm one person. So if you're gonna start putting pressure on me, it's not gonna work, my darling. It's just not gonna work. So please, if you have any questions, the information is down below. But understand that this coaching that I created it's a different kind of coaching. It's not available anywhere. Okay, we exchange audios back and forth. Like I said, you record an audio to me, I'll reply. I go through your audio like more than once, several times, because I want to hear everything you've got to say. I take extensive notes, and then I have to think about what you want, what I need to say to you, what it is that you want in your life to create, and then I record the audio. And it takes time. It just takes time. So it's on another level. That's all I've got to say. It's not, cheeseburgers and fries. No, this is fucking filet mignon with champagne on the side. So please, understand where I'm coming from. That's all. As this channel grows, right? So first of all, I want to say I recommend you sign up for a monthly package always. But my fee is going to, augment. I'm not charging what I'm supposed to charge right now, because my idea for even creating this channel was that I wanted to help as many people as I can, because I enjoy helping people. But my fee is nowhere near what it's supposed to be right now. And it's going to augment. So I just want to say that for those who are still kind of waiting to get coaching, take advantage. Even if you need to pre-book, go for it. Again, it's a scheduling situation where I'll take you on, but I'll let you know when we can start. And you can tell me about your situation and everything like that. Also, there's the Facebook page and Instagram down below and all this fucking bullshit. Okay. 6 minutes into it, I feel like I need a nap. Okay, the subject of today. Oh, mamma mia. Okay. You're the mirror. I can't stop laughing. Stop 1 second. Okay, you're the mirror. Okay. The entire world outpictured is you, right? So whenever there are complaints of any kind, whether that's the specific person, money, career, health, whatever it is that you're doing internally is outpictured. Okay, so the proverbial 3D that everybody's so fighting against, you're fighting against yourself. And so to outpicture a new reality, you need to center in on a new creation, a new frequency, a new parallel reality. Transfer into the parallel reality is instant. How much time does it take to move a hand, to blink an eye, to say a word? That's how long it takes for you to go to the parallel reality of your choosing, in where you have everything. The question is, and always will be, can you handle your desires being obvious and coming true exactly as you pictured them? Because that's an undertaking for some people. They think that their whole lives they've been taught, I'm not the creator, I'm the victim, I'm being suppressed, I'm being violated, I'm being done things to. Okay. Maybe in childhood that was the case, but as long as you're becoming aware that you're the creator, the cycle stops. And you take back your power and you say, excuse me, I'll take the reins of my reality from here on. But can you handle that? Can you? Okay. That's the question. Can you handle your desires being obvious? How does it feel in your body when I say this to you? Is it obvious to you that your desires are obvious? If they're not outpictured. Period. That's it. If you don't have the conviction that If you write something down on a piece of paper, if you visualize something, if you affirm something, if you don't have the conviction that this is literally what is going to become, you don't have it. You don't have yet the conviction that you're a God, and you are the God of your reality. On this channel, I mean, we don't mess around. You are the God. You're creating everything. You've created everything thus far. And again, of course, I have to say this, if there was abuse, if there was some kind of trauma in your life and you were a child, I exclude that. Because if you're a child and you had no understanding of what was going on, that's a different story. I'm not talking about that. But as long as you're aware that you're manifesting things, then it becomes the premise where you are the world. You are everything. You are the chair you're sitting in. You are the room you're sitting in. You are the air you breathe. You are the city you live in. The money you have or don't have. All of it is you. And that's the case. Completely, entirely. And the only thing that you have to work on is you. Which is why, again, in coaching, we examine beliefs, because the beliefs are the outpicturing of your 3D 100% of the time. If you allow yourself to have everything that you want in your life, it will show up. The lover, the money, the career, the fucking whatever the fuck you want. Name it, it's yours. If you allow it. But again, the struggle is between you and you. And so the only person in your way is you. The past belief, the past programming, the fucking parents, the past lovers that fucking betrayed you and lied to you and did all this fucking bullshit. Okay, what are you going to do about it? Very important question. Because energy is power. Energy is the power. If you completely redirect the attention towards yourself rather than the outpicturing of your 3D, you've got it made. And the energy that you are projecting towards the world is what is going to be reflected back to you. Period. That's it. So it's not about the lover, it's not about the career, it's not about the money, it's about you. You, and you. And so the work is you. Energy is power. The kind of energy you outpicture into the world, you project into the world, comes back to you 100% of the time. What kind of energy are you projecting? That's the question. If you are different, they're different. If you put a smile on your face, the mirror shows you the smile. If you put nice clothes on and you put perfume and you're like trying to impress somebody, they're going to be nice to you. If you're going to be a little bit like, challenging towards somebody or something like that, they're going to be challenging towards you. It's a reflection. Some people is scary stuff. Because I hear this from my clients all day long. Like, it's very, very, like, this is responsibility. Oh, okay. But before this, like, you didn't think that you had responsibility in your life? Okay. But, so, would you rather be responsible for the good shit that you create or the bad shit? I mean, I just want to know. Okay. By the way, parenthesis here. I'm still thinking, like, how I'm going to structure this coaching, because I think at some point I want to do, like, a seminar. And, I was talking to a friend last night, who's a very good friend of mine. And I said, I was like, how am I going to structure this coaching? We're going to just like show up and I'm going to be in bed because that's where I'm most comfortable. And we're going to be all in pajamas or something, or bathrobes. And he said, that's exactly what you should do. Anyway, I don't know how it's going to be. I don't know. But at some point, I think I have this inclination of like giving some kind of a fucking seminar, even though I've spoken like so largely against seminars. But I want to meet people face to face. And I'm not exactly sure how it's going to happen, or when it's going to happen, or blah, blah, blah. But yeah, it's gonna be like a very unorthodox seminar. It's not gonna be Abraham Hicks, no. It's gonna be like a pajama party. That's gonna be so much fun. Okay. Your new reality is always unfamiliar. It's uncharted territory. So if you're creating something new, just understand this is unfamiliar. Get comfortable in the unknown and being uncomfortable. Get comfortable in being uncomfortable. If you want to change your beliefs, which is the blueprint of your reality, things are going to start being uncomfortable. You're going to have to go there. It's like, my analogy is like swimming in the wide open ocean. How does it make you feel to go into the unknown? Oh, scary. Okay. Fear. But if you know that you're creating it on purpose, why is it that the fear is what comes up? Okay. Because in the past you've created some shitty shit. Very good. But what do you want to create now is the question. So, if all of your fucking lovers were tremendously brutal to you, were abusive, were liars, cheaters, blah, 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 blah. If business went to shit, if you got fired, you had no idea what you were doing, you didn't love yourself all this time, you've manifested bullshit that was tremendously difficult to deal with. Today is the day where you can change it. Right now. This minute in time. Yes. How? Decide. Just decide. It's a decision-making process. You're the CEO of your life. You command the universe. You could have been a so-called disaster, all this kind of, in all ways up until now. And all of a sudden you say, excuse me, I'll take the reins back of my life. Thank you. And that decision alone makes you a success overnight. Yes, it's going to take some time for it to reflect in 3D, but it's going to show up. No question about it. And the only thing you owe to yourself from there on is keep making the decision of showing up for yourself, of being the decider. Because if you don't decide, somebody else will decide for you. Decide. If your desire doesn't make you feel like you're floating on air, like it's blowing your mind, you're not dreaming big enough. It's not big enough. It has to completely fucking blow your mind. Like, if this came true, I would be on cloud 9. And you're just barely scratching the surface of your potential, by the way. And by blowing your mind, I feel like you are in ecstasy, bliss, complete surrender to your desire, where in the parallel reality of your choosing, everything exists. Make friends with that parallel reality, because that's where it's at. You're never going to have to hire another coach, do anything at all, other than tapping into that reality. The instruction is tap into the reality. And it will reflect back to you. And then the human beings that we are, you're going to produce certain results in the 3D, and you're going to say, oh, look, I feel good about this stuff. Marvelous. Okay. And then it's going to be an automatic loop, but you have to produce it. And so if your desire doesn't make you feel like floating on air, it's not big enough. It's not good enough for you. Go for it all the way. All the way. Let it scare you. Yeah. After we're done processing a lot of stuff in my coaching, I usually ask people, what do you want? Now, what do you want? Because a lot of it is, beliefs and processing certain emotions, and that's very important. People who do not process their emotions never get ahead. It's just impossible. It's physiologically, it's impossible. On a mental level, in every way. And usually I get the same answer. I don't know. I haven't thought about it. Okay. So, that's powerful. Powerful. You never think about the stuff you actually want because you're dealing with all the others, the remnants of the past experience. Okay. But that's where it's at. That's where creation begins. That's your magic power. That's where the magicianship starts, where you're like commanding the universe. I want da da da. I want da da da. And then whereas before it wasn't true, it was impossible, seemingly impossible. Everything is possible, but now you get to change this completely. This is your matrix. This is your movie. This is your story. And so the only reason the outpicturing, the mirror was not reflecting to you what you wanted it to reflect is because you are the mirror. And if you change yourself, you change the outpicturing. Period, the end. You change your energy, you change the world. You change what you say, you change the world. You are the world. You are the magic, you are the power. Always have been. When you get familiar with this power, it's unlike anything else. You're no longer asking questions. You're no longer like, no. You're like, this, please. You go to a restaurant, you order some kind of a meal. Do you say to the waiter, oh, I wonder if my meal is going to come out right? No, you're saying, I paid for it, it's done. You pay for everything with your vibration, with your intention. You pay for it with energy. Energy is power. Energy is the power. And so you don't wonder about it whatsoever. So why do you keep wondering if what you want will show up? Good question. If you're giving the mirror your reflection and you're seeing your face in the mirror, that's what will show up. If you're giving the world the energy of a certain kind of whatever it is you want to manifest. I don't care if it's a lover or a pile of money or whatever. That's what you'll see. That's what you'll see. But the only reason you do not see the reflection reflected back to you is because it's probably blocked by some beliefs that you cannot have what you want. You're not allowing yourself to get there for some reason where the structure of your beliefs is put together in some mysterious way right now to you, very mysterious, but when you start talking, it becomes pretty fucking obvious. Yeah. And then you realize, oh yeah, I've been doing this for so many years, some cases many years, in some cases yes. Let me just stop doing it. Let me relinquish this shit. What you give to the mirror is reflected back to you, and the mirror is a dance between your energy and your energy, between you and you. The whole world is you. Energy is the power. Thank you so much for listening. Until next time. Ciao, ciao.